Hello, my name is Stuart James. My business Inspire and Grow. I'm starting to offer a few tips out there that help you guys out, if I could. I've got my own channel within YouTube that you can subscribe to. Thank you very much. I'm offering my social media out, as I do at the moment, within Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and LinkedIn. So some of them tips will come out from my business Inspire and Grow, from the things I've thought about a lot of time within offering one-to-one mentoring, motivation, leadership, non-executive director, and most importantly, I'm a very straightforward advice when I do this. So here are some of the tips. The first tip I've got today is regarding EBITDA. EBITDA on the corporation against EBITDA against the startups SME area. So if you're in the corporation world, if I go back to those 12, 15 years when I'd learned that, everyone seemed to understand what EBITDA was. And it was all understood, not just standard profit or turnover or revenues or gross against net. The most important thing was, what is the picture shot you're going to look today at that particular time within EBITDA? Where's the earnings, where's the interest, financial interest, the taxation, depreciation, etc. And you look at it and go, that is what they are at the moment. So I get a really good idea as a company current operating profitability as we are at that particular time. So it's a really good way to do things. And certainly in the bigger world and so the corporation world, you've got used to that a lot more. As indeed, if you were going to sell the business to somebody, a business would come in, look at that, understand exactly EBITDA of what they're actually doing, and maybe come back to you and say, I will offer you 12 times the EBITDA to buy you. And that's where a value is worth. If you had a scenario where EBITDA was for startups me, with a very straightforward advice, my answer would be, who cares? As a startup SME business, what is the most important thing you need to do now? Not EBITDA. Let's not worry about that for the moment. The most important thing for you, owning the business, as an entrepreneur, as a founder, as an MD, whatever name you get this on a very top level, the point you need to look today is, how much money, number one, how much money have I got in my bank? Number two, where's my burn rate of my cash? How quick am I actually spending that money and it's leaving? Okay, let's scenario. £1 million in my bank. Well, that's a shock. Let's say £1 million as a scenario. There's £1 million in my bank, number one. Number two is, where's my operation cost on a monthly basis? Let's say it's 100k. 100k is coming from salaries and expenses and every other bits and pieces that's added together. If you had 100k that I knew was coming out of my bank, we could say times 10 months equals £1 million in my bank gone. And there's your basic burn rate. My burn rate, I really understand what it must be now. It took me 10 months, or will take 10 months to get rid of this. It's a little bit simple. We've got the gross against the net. And let's say, for instance, you may have, I'm producing revenue also as well. My production of revenue is maybe 50k. So I've got 100k I'm already putting out to my operating costs. I've got 50k coming into me about my producing revenue, which means there's 50k left as a burn rate now, rather than the 100k in gross. If I take those 50k's times 20 months, we know that'll still get to that $1 million. So my burn rate now, I look at it, understand it, is fine. I understand where it is now. But the most important about this, and there's other areas, by the way, there's other areas, bits and pieces coming into it to do this. But as an owner, founder, entrepreneur scenario, you're looking at this now, it says, the most important things to me is, number one, there's my burn rate. Number two, there's my cash. If the two things are managed now and I understand where we are as a business, the top level is where am I actually running? That's the most important thing I do. I hope this helps you a little bit. You understand these scenarios, but let's not get carried away with all the other bits and pieces we need to be doing. All the other scenarios we need to start investigating. What do we need to do? Number one, where's my cash? Number two, where's my burn rate? Anyway, I hope that helps. This is Stuart James, Inspire and Grow.